only like 24 pages into Metal from Heaven by August Clark, but I'm really, really liking it so far. The writing style is, for me, very lyrical, I guess, and kind of flowy almost, but we've also already experienced 2 shootouts. The first one, she was striking with her family for fair work conditions, and they just let loose on them, and she has escaped and is trying to get on this train in order to escape the city that they're in out to the suburbs. But the people that got her fare are now a part of this shootout, and it's very intense. It's very intense, very bloody for how prettily it's written. That contrast I also really like a lot, and I'm interested to see where it goes. Give you an update before I go to bed. I made it to chapter 8, which is just a little less than halfway, and I'm loving it so far. It's super fun. It's full of yearning and action. We're learning about politics and the religion in this world. There's a lot of different politics and a lot of different religions, and it is reminding me so much of Harrow and Gideon, both of those books in the Locked Tomb, and I'm loving it just as much. We've also gotten a few of the bandit scenes, and those are very fun, very like action movie-esque, but she's also now 17-ish and still sometimes talking to her friend that died when they were first protesting in the very beginning of the story, and they were probably both about 10. And it was very clear that this girl was her first love, and it's just this yearning for your childhood love, and it's so sad. And there's a lot of other yearning in this too. If you need a good yearning book, this is absolutely it. And yeah, it's going very well. I'm enjoying it a lot, and it's definitely been hard for me lately to keep interest in a physical book, and I only have this book physically, so that's a pretty good sign. And that's about all I have to tell you, so I will see you in the morning. Good morning, vlog. How are we doing? We have a lot to do today. It's Saturday, and I have to go Christmas shopping because I haven't done any Christmas shopping yet. I would also really like to finish at least one book today, whether that be Metal from Heaven or more likely my audiobook of Legendborn, which is fine. I'm really enjoying either, so it doesn't really make a difference to me. But yeah, those are the big plans for today. It's just Christmas shopping and some more reading, so let's go do that. Later now, and we're going to wrap some presents, and I'm going to listen to more of the Legendborn audiobook. I'm halfway through, and I'm really enjoying it. I think that there's a lot of moving parts right now. I don't know how I feel about like the main love interest being blonde. That's just like not really for me, but that's my biggest complaint right now, and it's not even like an actual complaint, so I am really enjoying it. We're learning about a lot of the lore of magic and how like Black people use the magic differently than this Arthurian society, how they just like kind of take it from their ancestors instead of like a balanced system, and it's just really interesting, and I'm really, really enjoying it. I'm anxious to see where it's going, and I'm glad that I don't have to wait for the second book. I'm glad I can start the second book right away if I want to. Okay, so I know I just said that I'm not sure about the blonde love interest, and then we immediately get this scene with Cell, and yeah, he's obviously going to be the love interest in, like, the future. I don't think Nick is going to stay around, and I'm excited about that. I clocked that when we first met Cell, but I was like, I just always want the antagonist to be the love interest, and I thought it was just all in my little brain. But it turns out I was right. Sometimes I can be right, so that's great. I'm very excited to see if she gets with Cell. I'm pretty sure there's not a blonde man on the second cover, so I was confused, but I wasn't trying to spoil it for myself, so I didn't like dig any farther other than seeing the cover for the second book. But I'm now like extra excited to continue this series if it's like the demon man that she's going to be into, so that's great. I also finished wrapping up all of the gifts that I bought so far. I have a few more Christmas presents to buy. I did get a few books for people. I showed them up to the camera, so you've probably already seen them actually. And yeah, I think I'm just going to spend the rest of my night reading now. I do think I'm gonna save my audiobook since I don't have an audiobook for Metal from Heaven. I'm going to switch back to that now. Okay, I'm like 75% of the way through Legendborn, and I don't think I've ever truly explained it. This is about Bree Matthews, and she goes to a college as like an early access program. She's still in high school, and her mother also died like a year ago, but it was like mysterious circumstances. So now she's joining this like secret order that's like Arthurian magic, and they have Merlins and stuff. And I was very suspicious when she was immediately into the blonde guy. It's like never the blonde guy. That's just like how pretty much every like romantic story works. But now we're meeting with Cell, and he's like this really bad dude. He's the Merlin of the order, so he has like all these powers, and we find out he's part demon. And now he and Bree are having to work together to figure out like the mysteries of the order and why things are going the way they are right now. And she's definitely attracted to him, and I definitely think that they're gonna end up together, and I'm excited about that. And Bree has all of these like weird mysterious powers that nobody can explain, like nobody knows what she is. And sorry, he's really upset that we're not moving. We just got back from a walk. She has all these like mysterious powers, and I think she's gonna be like super powerful, and they're trying to figure out why she can generate this form of power that you usually either have to steal or borrow. I really enjoy Bree as a character. Like, she takes no shit. She's not like the most powerful person in the room, but she absolutely takes no crap, and I love her, and I'm excited to see where this goes. I can't believe I'm already 75% of the way through this book. I am really excited that I can pick up the next book if I want to right away. So yeah, I can totally see this book being 5 stars too, and I'm excited about that. I needed a couple wins this month. November was not great for reading. I didn't forget about you, but it is Monday now. I didn't feel like updating you yesterday, and I finished Legendborn, and I'm giving it a 4.75, so I'm counting that as a win for this whole only reading 5 stars. So that's great. We're 1-0, I guess, because I haven't finished any more books. Where are we at? Let's see. I have like 100 pages left of Metal from Heaven. We're now in a situation where our main character is vying for being this woman's wife, so that she has a shot at killing the person that killed her entire family. And it's just this like very bizarre competition. It does remind me so much of Gideon, and I actually read the blurb of August Clark's, and they listed a lot of books that inspired this one, and two of them were Hair of the Ninth, which I loved, Trader Baru Cormorant, which I softy enough, and I can totally see both of those books in here, like very clear inspiration. And I could totally see myself giving this like between 4 and 5 stars, which I would count as a W. But since I finished Legendborn, I'm done with my audiobook. I now have to pick a book that I also can get an audiobook for, because I don't have an audiobook right now and I need to have an audiobook. That's just who I am as a person. So our two options are The Mask of Mirrors by M.A. Carrick. Let me tell you a little bit about both of these. The Mask of Mirrors is about a con artist, and she's going back to her home city and trying to get in with this like royal house in order to, I think, like get revenge, get money, all of the typical things that you are a con artist for. Our other option is Blood Over Brighthaven by Emma Wong, which I haven't read Emma Wong yet. I was thinking about maybe I should read The Sword of Kaiken first, but I have decided now that I'm doing buddy read, I will not be doing that, and I will be reading Blood Over Brighthaven at some point this month. So I don't really want to have to buy the audiobook, so I want to wait till my Spotify hours come back. I have used all of mine for this month, but they come back in like a couple days, so I wouldn't have to wait that long. What I'm probably going to end up doing, oh wait, I didn't tell you what Blood Over Brighthaven is about. I'm not sure. The first woman ever admitted to a prestigious order of mages unravels a secret conspiracy that could change the practice of magic forever. In this standalone dark fantasy from the author of The Sword of Kaigen. Okay, yeah, that is kind of the same as Legendborn, but I'm still excited about it. And everyone that I know and trust and believe in has loved Blood Over Brighthaven. But realistically, what I'm probably going to do is start both of them, because I'm hoping to finish Metal from Heaven tonight, and then I will also need a physical book. What I also would really like to have is an ebook, or maybe I'll read an ARC that I have, because my NetGalley is just ridiculous right now. My NetGalley has more books than some people have physical TBRs, and it's just very unnecessarily large right now. But I really want an ebook because I miss my Kindle. I've been neglecting her, and I feel like she misses me too, so I'm hoping to get her back. How much cheese do you need for a quesadilla? I feel like I've been doing this forever. Pick an audiobook now and listen to it. I'll come back to you when I have my quesadilla. Wow. She's kind of stunning. I kind of did a really good job at putting cheese and chicken on a quesadilla. Okay, I'm gonna go read Metal from Heaven, and I will update you when I'm done with it. Oh my gosh, hey, long time no see. So, I finished Metal from Heaven, and it was so incredibly devastating. Like, I haven't read a book that devastating in so long. And you kind of know from the get-go that it is going to be devastating, but it was still really devastating, and I would totally recommend it. I love me a devastating book. And you might be wondering why I'm wrapping presents again, and that is because my work is doing like a white elephant book exchange, and you had to bring 2 books, but the spend cap is $15. So I just took a couple books out of my Goodwill pile, and I'm counting that as not spending any money. The first book, oh my gosh, it still has the $2 sticker I paid for it, so maybe I'm actually in the clear for this anyway. I go to so many like thrift stores and library sales, so I did not care for this book at all. And this book was like, it was fine. I don't know, I don't need it on my shelves. I'm fine that it's leaving my house. So, I'll definitely show you guys what I get. It's probably going to be a crapshoot, but hopefully people don't just bring books they hate. I guess that's kind of what I'm doing, but like, I feel like the ratings on Goodreads and stuff don't reflect that. I feel like they're pretty well-liked books, but, or at least well-known books. Like, I'm not giving somebody like a super unknown but also hated book, so at least there's that. I had to really look through my Goodwill pile because it was a lot of like smutty romantasy, and I feel like that's not the vibe to bring to a work event. Like, maybe somebody would like it, but I really feel like that's not the vibe, and I haven't been going to the book clubs that they've been hosting, so I really don't know what the vibe is because I mostly work from home. And from the Slack channel, it seems like people mostly read, like, not necessarily critically acclaimed books, but like kind of critically acclaimed books. I'm just rambling, and I didn't even really talk to you about Metal from Heaven. Yeah, I don't really want to give any spoilers on it because I would really like people to read it. There's only 450 reviews on Goodreads, but yeah, Marnie has vied for the wife spot or the marriage spot and gets it. And I'm not going to tell you what she figured out because I feel like that's a real spoiler. She also dies, but I feel like we know that she's going to die. Like, she's been talking about it throughout the latter half of the book. And like, that's not the plot twist. So it's not a super big surprise that it's a sad book, but I was still really sad. Okay, I will come back to you with my thoughts on the next book I start and also the books that I get from the White Elephant Party. Okay, bye. I'm back. Don't mind the Christmas decorations. We have a couple tiny terrorists that don't allow them. But this is what I got at the White Elephant. I'm very pleased with it. It's like The Office meets Stephen King. It's like Haunted Secret Santa. I'm very excited about it. It was pitched to me as not good but fun, and if that's not the genre that I read, I don't know what is. Not to say I don't read good books, but I also started this and I'm like a third of the way through. I have it on audiobook, so I can listen while I'm doing other things. That's how audiobooks work, if you did not know. And it's okay so far. I think I was expecting more magic and more like fantasy elements because I'm pretty sure this is fantasy. Oh yeah, there's a nightmare magic. I guess we have kind of seen that, but it hasn't been introduced to us as magic. It's been introduced to us as illness. So Ren is still trying to convince this upper class family that she is who she says she is. She's saying that she's the daughter of this noble that's been cast out from the family, basically because she sucks. But she's trying to redeem herself as this daughter, and it's going mixedly. They are very suspicious of her still. She has produced family heirloom jewelry and detailed knowledge of like anecdotes, but they're still suspicious of her. She's also balling on a budget despite trying to parade around as someone who is quite rich, so that's also something that she's struggling with. We also get POVs from one of the rich lady's guards, and he is from the lower class. He's made his way up to being this rich family's guard, and he's very, very suspicious of Ren. But she keeps trying to flirt with him to put him off her scent, but I don't think she's actually into him. But there is also, for this rich family, there's the main woman, and she's like head of house and has a son and daughter. And I think she's low-key attracted to the son despite them supposing to be cousins. I don't know if this is a time of incest or not, but I hope not. Because she knows that she's not his cousin, but he does not know that she's not his cousin. So I'm hoping for no incest. I don't really feel like doing any Cassandra Clare action in this book. And it is really slow. I'm kind of still interested in it, but I'm at 35% and I'm struggling a little bit. The magic that we're seeing is this illness, mostly in like the street children. They claim not to be able to sleep, and then obviously if you can't sleep for a certain amount of time, you die, and like that's what's happening to them. And the guard of the rich household is trying to figure it out because he comes from the poorer people, so he wants to be able to help them. We also have learned that Ren's brother is alive. She did not know that for like 5 years, so that was good for her. And then also there is this mysterious bandit, I guess. They call him the Rook. I am guessing that the son of the rich woman is the Rook. That was my guess at like 10% in, and that's still what I'm going with. So we shall see. Because Ren has internally expressed some interest in the rich son, and also thinks that the Rook is pretty neat because she comes from like being bandits and con artists, and he is like the best of the best. So she has like essentially a celebrity crush on him. And I think that's who she's going to end up with. But I have so much of this book left, so I will update you when I have more thoughts. It has been so dark and gloomy all day. The lighting has been trash all day, and I've been waiting to give you an update on The Mask of Mirrors, but we're just gonna have to deal with the bad lighting. So this has gotten so much better. I'm so excited to talk about it because it's actually gotten interesting. We were at a ball. Ren and Leonata, I think is his name, the son of the rich lady, were dancing and not caring that they're allegedly cousins and kissing and stuff. And then they got swept into this. Ren and Leonata were at the ball, dancing, kissing, not caring that they're cousins and stuff. And then they got swept into this nightmare magic. Everyone at the ball got swept into this nightmare magic. It was a very elite ball. So only Ren and Leonata were invited to it. Ren actually got the ticket from her landlord slash the guy that runs the gang in the town. And he has like a separate side scheme plot about getting her to this. And I think it was this magic that took a hold of them. She's fine post magic, but Leonata's dead. But the Rook is still alive. So I'm not sure if Leonata is the Rook or if I was wrong. The plot has gotten so much better, but also so much more intricate. So I have a lot of thoughts and guesses about what's going to happen, but I am really enjoying it. I don't think at this point it could be a 5-star book for me. I think that it'll probably end up being a 4 at most, but I know that this is not the best book. I know that the second book is actually extremely good. Like, it doesn't have middle book syndrome for this trilogy, so. But we'll see about this one. Hi. Hello. It's been a minute. I'm like 60% of the way through this, and the first like 300 pages could have been like 50 pages. I think we got a lot of like introduction into this world that felt really necessary, and it could have been condensed, honestly, but we have made it to the point where they were at the ball and there was like the nightmare magic and they're trying to figure out the curse on the Noble family, and it's gotten a lot more interesting. We've gotten like the tarot card magic too, and that's been interesting. So I'm actually hoping to finish this tonight. I probably won't check in until the end with my thoughts unless something really drastic happens, because it has picked up, but it's still kind of slow. Hello, I finished The Mask of Mirrors, and to be totally honest, I'm a little confused. We didn't necessarily get a reveal to who the Rook is. We got like an illusion, and Leonata's still dead, and I'm just like more confused than ever. I think that I'm going to have to read book 2 to figure out what's actually going on, which is totally fine, but I just don't have a huge update for you. Like, the action just went up exponentially, and I don't know why there couldn't have been more action in the beginning. I think this book could have been 200 pages shorter. I don't think that it needed to be over 600 pages, but I will definitely be continuing the series because I liked it, and that's all. I don't think anyone will make it this far in this vlog because this is my first vlog and it's not great. It's really not great, but it is my first vlog, so if you didn't make it this far, just leave me a heart emoji and I will love you forever. Okay, bye!